Hi there. So my name's Eric, and I'm just making this video to show you how I managed to get my PlayStation 2 controller to work as a Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch, which was actually really cool because I did this because I didn't want to splash out for the full price for a controller and a Pro controller. And I mean, whilst it cost me £28, which is about the price for a third-party controller, I mean, this is cool. I get to use an old part of first-party tech, and hey, it was a fun activity to do. So, how I did this? First of all, I went online. I went on Reddit, Google, tried to look things up, and actually YouTube was a big help. I found people like the Gaming Animation Studio, Collin Vancourt, my mate Vince, Uncanny X. These are all people that had managed to get somewhere with making this work. But they all had slight drawbacks. Some of them would use very expensive equipment, like a Chronos Max, Brook adapters, but also they had drawbacks like missing buttons. So some of them, the joystick would work improperly. There wouldn't be a minus button. The button layout would be strange. There'd be no home button. But I found a solution. And it's actually from this small Indonesian YouTube channel called Gunpala Tech. I think I'm saying that right, Gunpala Tech. Sorry if I'm butchering that. But this was an amazing video, just a short video. Out too much description, which is why I want to make this one actually. And all he is, he plugged in a Xbox to PS2 adapter, PS2 to Xbox adapter into a COOVN100, and it worked. But the video didn't show everything, so I want to test it myself and decided to bite the bullet and buy this stuff. And let me tell you, it was a good idea. The first thing was the N100, the COOVN100. This is something I already read about, and it's actually a great device because with this, connected to the Switch, you can connect wireless controllers from PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and wired controllers from this generations. But not PS2. But that's where Gunpala Tech's solution was great, because he didn't use a PS2 to USB converter, which had many issues. He used PS2 to Xbox. This is what I bought here. It took a little while to arrive from China, but it was well worth it. And this can also be used, with the PC, so it's actually a great thing to have. So, let me just show you how this works. So, just go into the settings here. And go down to show you. Now, remember you need to have your settings set up correctly for this to work. So you need to make sure that Pro Wired Communication is on. And then we'll go down to calibrate motion sticks first. Now this was something initially I was scared about. When I first plugged this in and got it working, there was massive issues with drift. But it turns out that's because it's an old controller. The PS2 is a lot less sensitive than the Switch, so little bits of grit had probably gotten stuck in there over time, and basically it's probably good to do anyway. I opened the thing up. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials now. Do that, cleaned it out. So if you have an old controller, I actually would recommend doing that. But I can show you here that centered, not too sensitive, works great. And for the other one as well, same deal. Brilliant. So I'll show you the button layout here. Now, this was great because, like I said, there's no drawbacks. It works just as well as an original Pro controller, although, it doesn't have a capture button, and maybe you don't like the ergonomics as much, but I think it's fine. So, test controller buttons. D-pad, as expected. Triggers, brilliant. L3, yep. R3, yep. Right triggers, again, perfect. And the buttons, as you see, they match the Switch. So this will be B, A, X, and Y. You also have a plus with your start, a minus with your select. And what I thought was really neat was how the analog button has actually become a home button. And I think that's because, the Xbox converted all the work and actually made this just seamless. So I'd recommend this to anybody to do. I hope this video is helpful. I'll link all the products in the description as well as the people who helped me do this, well, basically the creators I watched. And the best thing about these devices are multi-use. This can be used outside and this can be used outside of this as well. Thank you so much for watching the video and have a great rest of your day, guys.